It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Rubbin Minds. Welcome. My name is Ebuka Obiuchendo. Thanks for joining us today. Another crazy week in the world of politics in Nigeria. So much happened in the week that was. I think the leading story has to be the Minister of Finance putting in her resignation. A controversy broke out a couple of weeks ago, or a number of weeks ago, regarding the fact that there was an allegation of forgery with regards to her NYSC exemption, I believe, certificate. At the time, there was a lot of pressure. We didn't get any statements at all from the presidency or the minister until yesterday, where out of nowhere we just got a resignation letter. She did say that she had no idea that the certificate or the letter was not original, and she decided to step down. First time in a long time we've had a government official step down over a controversy. I mean, we've had resignations in the past for personal reasons, but usually when these kind of things happen, either you're fired or you stay the course. And, just make Nigerians who are allegedly very short with their memory just forget things. And so it's interesting that this happened. We do have a new Minister of Finance. And we're going to be watching, because the economy is not in the best position these days. And the Finance Ministry, or the Minister, is one sector that we always want to pay attention to be sure that, things are on course, especially with politics in the air now, because there's a lot of distractions. The President, of course, will be distracted for a couple of weeks now. His primary is coming up with his party, even though he's the sole candidate. The PDP, of course, coming up as well in the first week of October. Speaking of the PDP, we did hear that a certain billionaire was offered the ticket for the Lagos State governorship, Femi Otedola. We haven't heard anything from him yet directly, but it looks like it might be an interesting race if it is confirmed. We're also seeing a lot of drama with the APC. So many other candidates have come up to challenge the current governor of Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode. Allegations of the godfather not supporting one person and supporting the other. It's going to be very interesting. We have a very hot couple of weeks coming up, and anybody who's a fan of politics definitely will be at the edge of their seats. But we're going to be starting our conversation today with something completely different. We're going to be looking at cyberbullying. It's something that is a huge part of our discourse these days. A large part of Nigeria, the Nigerian population is young, and a large part of that population is on the internet, and a lot happens there. And one of the negative things that happens there, of course, is cyberbullying, and it's become a thing, and we're going to be trying to understand how it happens, why it happens, and if there's a way out of it. I have here with me Doinja Isimi and Elsa Godwin. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, that was a lot of talking. Let me start with you now. Cyberbullying, a lot of people don't necessarily understand why it should be a thing, We understand what bullying is. You hear about, especially in schools or with young people, when there's interaction, things are said to you. Yeah. Sometimes it's physical. With cyberbullying, why is it an issue when you can't see the person? Why are words typed or things said online, virtually? Why is it bullying?
I think it's even more higher sort of bullying, because I don't know you, I can't see you. For me personally, if I know you and I look at you and you tell me things like that, in my head I may feel this person doesn't have the pedigree to tell me I am this, I am that, or you're better than me. But online, everybody has a voice, everybody has a say, and words can be powerful. Even if it's 140 characters, it can be very powerful. You can see 1,000 good remarks about you and see that just one bad one. You would look at it, you remember it, you ask yourself, is this right? Is this true? Is this limiting me? So cyberbullying is a big deal, a really big deal.
Do you think it's a bigger issue? Because, I mean, I know we've heard a lot of stories, seen a lot of reports about people even going as far as committing suicide out of maybe things that were said to them online or, being taunted. Do you think it's probably even a bigger issue than bullying itself?
I think it is, because a lot of people these days find validation on social media. We don't have a lot of face-to-face interactions. You feel like you know your 1,000 followers, on social media as opposed to your friends that you actually see every day. So if you post something somewhere and people are constantly attacking you, you're trending for the wrong reasons, they've created a hashtag for you, you'll be depressed, except your mind is like really, really strong. It can be quite depressing.
So you are a blogger, yes, right? And you guys, I'm sorry for saying you guys, but I mean, blogging is very fashionable these days. It's very interesting. A lot of people are going into it, and it's quite an interesting profession. Most people still don't understand it, of course. But I want to come to the comments And bloggers get accused a lot. You know, I mean, of course, we have Twitter, Instagram. Those are some of the major platforms, Facebook. But blogging also seems for a lot of people to promote this cyberbullying because apparently the more rude the comments, the more the clicks, the more interesting, the more people want to visit to read and laugh. And do you think blogging has fed this vice?
Not exactly. I would like to say bloggers are also being cyberbullied daily because everybody expects us to be the ones to checkmate these things. But what we have is a platform. We put out content. I know most bloggers, or some bloggers I know personally, go as far as going to their comment sections to delete some comments to make sure this doesn't go that far. But how many can you do? Especially when you have thousands and millions of comments. You can't just go on deleting people's comments because when you do that, you're also making the person who dropped the comments feel like I'm not worthy enough to drop a comment on your platform. That being said, sometimes they come with the argument of I'm doing my job. I mean, there is a news out there, I have to publish it. There is something, whether it is good or bad about a celebrity, I have to publish it. But at the end of the day, it's just about how you coin the headline, how you relate that story to whatever the headline is. I know bloggers need to do better, but it doesn't really fall at the table of the bloggers at the end of the day.
But you can also take away the fact that